Sergio here with True Grit Construction. I want to explain a little bit about roofing systems and the components and how they all tie together. So what we're looking at here, standard architectural shingle. Actually, this here's a high impact resistant shingle, but it's not the full system. Yes, this is a shingle. It's water shedding. It's not going to allow water to penetrate it, but we'll talk about the other sectors here briefly. So this particular shingle is an Atlas StormMaster Shake, which is their Class 4 impact resistant shingle, which Class 4 is the highest impact rating. It's got a wide 6-inch reveal, and it has a 42-inch long shingle. It does have a double sealant on the face of the shingle to make for a clean adhesion with the back mat of the shingle that steps on top of it. But one of the other things we like about it the most is that it has an 1.5 inch common bond zone. That means that you got a whole 1.5 inch to nail within those 2 double laminate layers, which is what we want. Otherwise, shingles start slipping off. You've probably seen that before. Then again, that's not what makes a complete roof system. So next up, what I got here is pipe flashings. So this is a flashing component. We have a rubber gasket here on top. These will typically go out on your roof system, probably last 10-15 years. It's what I like to call a maintenance item. It's going to go out. Best way to do this is just have a roofer come by and repair it when the time comes, or you can add an extra rubber seal. But that's really how these work. It's rubber. It's asphalt UV rays, deteriorated. But here's a component that we install on all the roofs. They all get replaced. The next one here is called the Smart Plug. What we do with these is actually, you can see it's a piece of OSB sheathing cut out. And the main purpose for this is to plug in those holes whenever we're removing box vents to install, let's say, a ridge vent on the top. We've got to cancel out the previous ventilation systems that were there before. And instead of installing full sheet, side to side, just the increase in labor, time, the more efficient way of doing it is installing the Smart Plug. Fabricated exactly for what we just spoke about, plugging in that hole, not allowing any exhaust air to come out, and forcing you to come out through the new exhaust ridge vent. So that's Smart Plug there. Next we got an electrical mass cover. What this is, so wherever you have an electrical pipe coming through your roof, which is going to be a mast, where you got all the electrical lines coming out, sometimes it runs through your roof, sometimes off the siding. In this case, if it is on your roof, there's a retrofit boot. What it does is if we open it, we cut it to fit the diameter. We then clip it with these clips here, and we seal it off. So that provides extra protection, long durability, and overall, we don't want any leaks. That's why we're going with the custom product like this. Next product we want to make sure that gets installed on every roof is a Style D drip edge. Now, Style D drip edges here at True Grit, we install them on rakes, which is slopes going up. The reason we do this, for aesthetic purposes, you got a little drip edge here, which is a lip. We cut shingles flush, makes it for a nice cut, aesthetically pleasing roof. But what we do along the gutter lines, or along the horizontals, what we call the eaves, we install gutter aprons. The difference from a gutter apron from a drip edge is that you can see that the gutter apron has a longer flange. The reason we want that longer flange is that it'll cover well into the gutters, and water doesn't backflow the gutters, rotting out your fascia. You gotta detach your gutters, replace your fascia, put the gutters back on, and then install apron again so that won't happen again. So we do that standard on all our roofs. The next product we have up here is going to be a custom chimney chase cover. So what we do is we'll go out to your property, get measurements of your current chase cover, more than likely because it's rusted, it's corroded, it's penetrating water, it's no longer useful. So we go out there, get measurements, custom fabricate this at the metal shop to your dimensions, and everything just fits in. So we got a 2-inch lip coming down. Then you can see how we got these creases, which at least looks like an X, so it can shed water off. Now it doesn't let water sit there and corrode it like your previous product did. Then we got the diameter hole. In here comes your furnace vent that comes up. There's a collar that goes on top of it, and a cap that goes on top of it. So it's a 3-piece component, but this is the main part here. And lastly, the last products that also tie into a shingle system, you want to use products that tie together best, which is by using the same manufacturer. For example, using Atlas shingles, you want to use the Atlas Pro Cut Hip and Ridge. You want to use the Atlas Pro Cut Starter. It just allows for your warranty to be more, more valuable. So if any warranty claims do occur, at least you're assured that all Atlas products were used, so they won't blame somebody's manufacturer because of why their product fell. So we do things the right way. This is a ridge cap here. Starter course here goes along the eaves and protects against extra wind uplift so that the shingles can hold down. Another quick tip to give you as a homeowner when making a decision of having a contractor replace the roof is don't just look into the shingle product itself. We're also sold on looking at the shingles and how many years. Is it a 30 year, 40 year, 50 year? Ultimately, the shingle's gonna do its job. If your roof was just composed of shingles, it's gonna last a long time. More than likely, that's not the case. The case is probably gonna be you have pipe penetrations, you got sidewalls, we got step flashing, you got counter flashing down at the bottom, kick out flashings, you got chimneys with more step flashing, more counter flashing, and all these penetration points lead to vulnerable leak areas. Whether it's when it rains, whether it's wintertime, when ice stems occur and they start penetrating the system, that's usually where it's gonna fail. So ask your contractor, yeah, these are the shingles, what are you gonna do about that fireplace? What are you gonna do on that sidewall? What are you gonna do, about my property protection? What are you gonna do about the underlayments? How far up do you go with ice and water? What's the code for this? What's the code for that? Make sure your contractor is competent, knows what he's talking about, is delivering all the information that you need so you can make the best decision for yourself. This roof's supposed to last 30, 40, 50 years. But if not done correctly, or if there's components missing, the bet's off. You're no longer getting that lifespan. If there's low ventilation, your shingles are gonna prematurely age, which a 30-year roof now is gonna last you 15 years and you have to replace it. So make sure everything's up to par. Best way to do that, ask me questions, doing some research. If you don't want to go through too much hassle, give us a call. We'll get all the answers addressed for you.